Tell me something. What that's been done.
So we have done two things, sir. As you said, first is Skyhawk, and then for our aircraft. So
Okay.
uh, yeah, this is for the Skyhawk thing, sir. So we have just given the theta by delta I transfer function, and then uh, we were able to stabilize the theta loop, sir, by appropriate gain. And this gain we chose from the root locus, sir. We have plotted the root locus for Skyhawk using the data which is available in MATLAB.
Good. So it was not an arbitrary thing, but you
No, sir,
used
it was not
root
arbitrary.
locus.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
And root locus we can show you, sir. Nanda, can you?
Yeah. Can you show me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, actually, I have root locus only for the R aircraft.
Okay,
This
sir.
plot is not there.
For our aircraft, we have it. We
R
have
aircraft
plotted, sir.
root locus is
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't
fine.
have the
You
screenshot.
show it.
This is our aircraft load locus, sir. Actually, from here, this is the max stability point, sir, limiting stability point.
Okay.
From here, I took maximum value 0.188, sir, for our aircraft.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is what the theta transfer function.
Yes, sir.
I can't see much. Okay. Okay. Then after that.
This is for our aircraft, sir. Lockheed,
Okay.
and then yeah, we have used the PID thing, sir, and we have tuned it, and we were
Okay.
able to change some parameters like the response time and the speed, and then we were able to stabilize both the theta. Sir, so we'll show you the graph.
Yeah, just show me.
Yes. Yes, this is what's like it takes around 12 seconds to stabilize.
Yeah. Now, this is your altitude plot.
Yes,
I can't see
altitude.
altitude.
Yes.
So, what are the initial altitude and what is the final altitude?
Yes, sir. So we were able to do it in a range. Like our cruise altitude was something around 50, like 16 kilometers, sir. So up to that altitude, it works fine. Beyond that, I think there is some problem. So when we change the input up to that altitude, it works fine. Like this graph is almost, it stabilizes after some seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir. And after some 16 kilometer or 17 kilometer, that like the behavior is quite different. Yes, and
sir,
there's a steady state error also.
Okay.
In that Jan Roscom, it was given 55,000 feet for our aircraft, sir. So I think cruise, that ceiling is at 16.67 kilometers, sir. Up to that, it will work, I guess.
It was okay. Okay.
Yes, sir, it was working.
Okay.
I'll put 16, sir.
So your
Yes.
height stabilization is satisfactory, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Also, the theta is.
Sanjay, what is left is
Yes.
Now already included PID.
Yes.
So change values of PID one at a time.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
And then with respect to percentage overshoot, rise time and steady state error, what is the change? That's all. No? If you can tabulate that, that's good enough.
Sure.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you like to add something more, can you add some visualization?
Flight gear, you mean, sir?
Using flight gear or don't use flight gear. I think there is some instrument panel in Simulink itself.
Oh, okay.
Just use it. Okay, try it out. I'm not sure whether it's there or not. Okay, good. So next time you just show me this observation.
Sure.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So can I share?
Just one second, Rajesh. Yeah. Yeah, Rajesh, yours is 747, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So this is for our Boeing 747 aircraft.
Just one second, Rajesh. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's better.
So this is the autopilot for Boeing 747, the aircraft itself. This is our height graph, altitude graph.
Okay.
So we gave an initial condition of height is 2,500. So it stabilizes at an altitude of 2,516 here.
Okay.
This is our angle of attack. Yes,
okay.
Sir. And
Your required altitude was 2500, and where does it stabilize?
it stabilized at 2516. Yeah.
Which means there is some, a very marginal error, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, sorry, this is for height. Yeah, this is for angle of attack, and this is our pitch angle stabilization.
Okay.
So we find that there's very minute variation in the pitch angle actually. It goes back to 0, but it changes only till 10 power minus 4.
Okay.
So our initial condition is 2500, and our step input we put actually like huge values to see how it varies. And irrespective of the step input, the value that we give, the output is the same for height and everything.
Okay. So you have included a PID in your
No, sir.
control? You have included, right?
No, sir, I haven't done that.
What is that red box? I can't see anything.
This one. Oh, this is a servo transfer function.
Okay, okay. Okay, fine. So now, Rajeshri, include the PID, okay, in your control. And one more thing I would like you to see is closely have a look at the theta elevator transfer function. Do you find anything abnormal in the transfer function for 747?
So which one?
Theta, pitch attitude
Elevator.
versus elevator input, theta by eta.
Okay. This one.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but uh, just have a close look at it and see is there anything, something very strange about the transfer function. Might be or might not be, I'm not sure. And I would like you to do the root locus also. Now arbitrarily you have set the gain. So use the root locus, use some logical estimate to set the gain.
Okay.
Okay?
Sir, we've done for the Skyhawk also. Should I show that?
No, it's all right. For your 747 also you do the same thing. Skyhawk you have done the root locus, right?
No, we haven't done that. We've just done the whole pilot autopilot thing for both the aircraft, Skyhawk and this. That's what.
Okay, no issues. Next time when you're presenting, have the root locus for both Skyhawk as well as this one.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. 747, right? Okay. Okay, who is the next group?
So the third group, sir.
Third group.
Marchetti S211.
Sorry?
Marchetti S211, sir, the aircraft.
Third group. Just 1 second, Sugandhar.
Yes, sir.
Who else? Yuvraj and all is in your group, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
So this is the autopilot we did for our aircraft, and me run it. And
Just show me the block diagram. Like, looks strange.
can you see it, sir? Is my screen visible?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Very hazy. Okay, but you are telling you used both the theta as well as alpha transfer function, right?
Yes, sir. Is it completely blank, sir? I mean, I'm sharing it.
Okay, don't worry. You continue with your presentation. Next time.
No, I'll reshare it, sir.
Yeah.
Can you see it, sir?
Don't worry about it. You just tell me what is the output.
Okay, so we gave in an altitude of 2000 and it got stabilized. It just went down to 1999 and after some time it got stabilized.
Okay, okay. So initially there was a negative kink and then it stabilized.
Yes, sir, of about 1 feet, sir.
No, what was your initial altitude and what is your command altitude?
So we gave a reference altitude of 2000 and it was a small kink at the beginning and then it stabilized at 2000.
At 2000. Okay, fine. That is for your aircraft. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, have you included the PID?
No, sir.
Not yet.
No, sir. Not yet.
So next time include your PID. Use root locus to estimate your gain so that it doesn't become unstable. And as I told others, make a comparative study of all by changing the PID values. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Is it clear, Sugandha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Next group.
Hello, sir. This is Group 6, sir. Pawan here.
Pawan, Group 6.
Yes, sir. Group 6, Cessna 620.
Cessna, okay, 620. Okay.
Share my screen, sir.
Yeah, please. Pawan, Ashwin, Nitin.
Can you see it, sir? Can you see the screen?
It's all right. You tell me. Okay. Oh, this is Skyhawk or yours?
This is our aircraft, sir.
Okay,
We have taken the transfer functions from the Roscom book, and if I run it, this is what we're getting. So it's stabilizing. We did not give an initial input of height, but it is stabilizing after some time, sir.
No, but unless you give some required height, how did it reach that height?
Sir, we mentioned in the step function, sir. As the value.
Yeah. What value have you given it then?
Sir, we've given default value of 1, sir. That's why it's stabilizing at 1, sir.
Okay. Now you have to give some realistic altitudes. Assume, I don't know what is your cruise altitude. Around that cruise altitude, you give a step input. So initially, let us say it's 10,000 feet or whatever it is cruising. From that cruise altitude to some other altitude. Okay.
Okay.
That is one thing. You have not used your root locus, right?
Sir, we use the root locus for Skyhawk, sir. For this, the gain values given in the book, sir.
Okay. So what you can do is get the root locus for this, Nitin, for your aircraft.
Yes.
And you introduce a PID control. So vary the values of PID and see what are the performance change.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next group.
Group 4, sir.
Group 4.
Group 4. Cessna T-37A.
Just one second. Group 4. Who is it?
Sami Vasan.
Sami Vasan. Just one second. Yeah. Sami Vasan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, Sami Vasan.
Sir, this is what the autopilot which we got for the Cessna T-37A. So,
okay.
So we imposed the transfer function from the Roscom book, sir, and we found the transfer function for theta to delta E and alpha to delta E. So we have used PID also, so here. So what we are getting, so I will just run it, sir.
Yeah.
So we gave a reference height of 4,000 feet, so it's stabilizing, sir. After
what is the initial height? What is the initial height?
Initial height, we set it in the step function, sir. Like, I gave it as initial as 40, sir.
40?
Yes, sir.
So 40 to 4,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it stabilized so fast, is it?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have tuned it by using the PID. So
it looks like there is no rise time at all. Instantaneously, it went up to that.
Is there, sir? Rise time is there, sir.
Then you will have to magnify that portion, okay? You need not run and show me all the simulation. All you have to do is the final plot. Magnify it during the initial period. Okay. That's where you can find the transients. this X scale, no, you will have to squeeze it in the initial period.
Okay.
Instead of showing for so many minutes, show only first few seconds. Then not now. No? Next time when you're presenting, you show it to me.
Sir, we have
you used root locus also?
No, sir.
No, okay. So plot the root locus for the open loop and then make an intelligent assessment guess of values of P. Okay. And then you can tune it with the I and D. That will be better. Okay. Yours is
Cessna T37.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, sir. Next group.
So group 1.
Sorry, just 1 second.
So this is for SkyHawk.
Just 1 second, Sarup. Sarup. Yours is what aircraft, Sarup?
Cessna 182.
Cessna, okay. Okay, tell me. SkyHawk, okay. Yeah.
So this is for SkyHawk, sir. Height variation, sir, we gave 2000, sir, for required height. It's coming constant.
Constant, okay. So you also, Sarup, just try to analyze the initial period, the transient, okay?
Yes.
Because you run for so many minutes, you are unable to see the initial response. That's where you will get the information.
So this is for 10 seconds.
First 10 seconds, so it's, though I can't see the plot, it looks like as if, no, in fact, I can't see anything. Okay, next time, no, you need not run the simulation. Just capture the plot and present it in a Word document or PPT.
Okay.
No, that will be.
So this is Cessna 182.
Okay. So you use the transfer function from Roscan, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, here the height decreases starting a little.
Okay. And then increases, right?
Then it stabilizes at 300.
Okay. Sarup, did you do the root locus analysis of this? Sarup?
No, sir, I didn't.
No. So next time when you're presenting, just do the root locus also.
Okay.
And accordingly set your thing. Then use PID to fine tune it.
Yes, sir.
So the root locus will tell you what sort of gain you can go for. That is proportional. Then the transient response, if you want to modify, you can always use this I and D, tune it and then give it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
You just once. Next group.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. What is your group number?
So it's group 2.
Group 2.
Yes, sir.
Again, Cessna, right?
Cessna 310, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
So we took the transfer function from the book and we created
SkyHawk
the
is
loop.
completed, right? SkyHawk is over?
Yes, sir. In the first meeting, we were able to stabilize the altitude.
Okay. Okay.
Can we show the scope now?
Yeah. Okay, good. So initially there is a lot of transients, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's in fact going down and then coming up.
Yes, sir.
So Sana, just try to analyze why it's happening.
Yes, sir. We'll try to do it and
try to study it from your basic control theory, why such behavior is there.
Sure, sir.
And you're not having PID right now, right?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So include PID next time.
Okay.
Root locus analysis of this complete thing and then present it.
Sure.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Okay, next.
Sir, group 7, sir.
Learjet.
Yes, sir,
Ramnath.
Learjet. Yes, sir, Ramnath.
Yeah.
Sir, can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, you can see.
So this is for Skyhawk, sir. And
okay.
We'll run it. Sir, this is altitude time graph and this is theta time graph.
Okay.
So I gave initial as reference as 3, sir. So I thought it would be comparable with step input 1, and I gave this input, so it is stabilizing at 4.
What's your required altitude?
4, sir. 4. 3 plus 1, 4.
4. Okay.
Yes.
And it's stabilizing at 4. Huh?
Yes, sir.
But this is for Skyhawk, right?
Skyhawk.
Skyhawk.
It's taking some 200 seconds, sir. I don't know whether, I'm not sure whether it's correct or not.
No, it should, no? Ideally, it should be like that. No, aircraft can change the altitude instantaneously.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I am looking for some response like what you have got. Okay, now this is Skyhawk, right?
Yes, sir, Skyhawk.
Okay. Now come to Lear.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is for Learjet, sir. Try to... Sir. So again, same condition, sir. So 3 reference altitude and 1 as extra altitude, and new height is 4, and it is stabilizing at 4 after nearly 300 seconds.
Okay, good.
And here
did
is,
you use root locus?
Sir, yes, sir. For both I used root locus, and actually that that correct exact value what I got from root locus is not matching, sir. So
okay.
And PID also I tried to tune, and but then it is coming like, as you can see this graph, it is very wavy, sir. So
no, it's not wavy. It looks more realistic.
Oh.
Okay. So one thing is, Ramnath, this altitude instead of giving 1 to 4.
Yes, sir.
Let the initial altitude be the cruising altitude.
Okay, sir.
From there, you give a step of another 5,000.
Okay.
That will be a better way of doing it, because all the stability derivatives, no?
Yes, sir.
They must be doing it for the cruise altitude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That will give a better picture.
When I started without PID, I gave cruising altitude and cruising speed also, sir. But I don't know about PID, so it didn't converge. Then I took off the cruising altitude and gave something comparable to step.
Okay. No, you try to do it for this cruising altitude. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And let's see why it's happening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Try to correlate with the root locus also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, any other group? Two is over, 3. How about group 3? Is it over? 4 is over.
Yes, sir. 3 is over.
3 is over, right? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, fine. So all groups are over. So next time, next week, what I expect is for your own aircraft, all groups should have done the root locus analysis, include a PID in the loop, change the values of PID, and give a comparative performance estimate in terms of percentage overshoot, rise time, and steady state error. Okay, so all group leaders to note. So we'll similar to we'll do it on a Friday afternoon. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After that, let's see if something more is to be done, or we can start with the Viva. I'll speak with Rajesh sir and then let you know. Okay. Anything, because you group leaders are the same for innovation lab also. Do you want to discuss anything with me? You're free to. We have some time. Or it's too early to discuss, or you have forgotten about your innovation lab topic. Okay, fine. Nothing is there to discuss, it's fine. So Monday morning, again, we will meet for the flight dynamics class. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.